Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines. The United Nations says several countries, including European and Arab nations, Canada and the US, are willing to help fund Gaza's $70 billion reconstruction. The two-year war has left behind 55 million tons of rubble, while the UN estimates it could take decades to rebuild. Palestinian Foreign Minister Varsen Aghabekian-Shahin says the opportunity for peace must not be lost, despite only cautious optimism over the ceasefire. Speaking in Athens, she urged global support for Gaza and the West Bank, calling their needs monumental and pledging to do whatever it takes to move the peace process forward. The Kremlin says it welcomes President Trump's focus on pursuing peace in Ukraine after securing a ceasefire in Gaza. Spokesman Dmitry Peskov said Moscow remains open to talks and hopes US influence can push Kiev towards negotiations. Iran has rejected President Trump's latest call for dialogue, accusing Washington of hostile and criminal behavior. Foreign Ministry says President Trump cannot claim to seek peace, while backing strikes on Iran's nuclear sites. Tehran says it remains open to respectful diplomacy, but not under US pressure. Madagascar's army says it has taken power after President Andry Rajoelina fled the country amid youth-led protests. Colonel Michael Randrianarina announced the takeover on national radio, saying all state institutions are dissolved except Parliament. Rajoelina left on a French military jet after weeks of unrest. At least 16 people have been killed after a massive fire broke out at a garment factory and spread to a nearby chemical warehouse in Dhaka's Mirpur area. Fire officials fear the death toll could rise as rescue efforts are still underway. The European Union has sought US and G7 support to counter China's new export curbs on rare earth minerals. EU Trade Chief Maros Sefcovic called the move a critical concern and said ministers are exploring joint action. China's controls have already triggered global supply fears and a sharp market reaction after President Trump threatened 100% tariffs. The US has revoked visas of more than 50 Mexican politicians in a new front against drug cartels. Most of the politicians are from President Sheinbaum's ruling Morena party. Washington says the move targets activities contrary to America's national interest. And paleontologists in Britain have uncovered a 200-metre-long trail of dinosaur footprints at a quarry in Oxfordshire. Scientists say the rare find offers a glimpse into ancient life, with seashells and a sea urchin suggesting the dinosaurs once walked through a lagoon. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.